I don't know, I feel like it's just something I was born with. Whenever there was Nat Geo on, I wouldn't sleep. I would just sit there and like fall asleep and then wake up and then I'm still watching the same thing. I would walk outside barefoot and I just feel like this is how it's supposed to be. What's up? Can I say what's up?
Yes.
Can I say what's up?
David, be yourself.
Yeah, okay. I'm David. I'm from Tafelsig, that's within Mitchell's Plain. The bad thing about growing up in that area is that you never know what can happen. Your safety is not promised. But the good experience is obviously like when you have your heart-to-heart conversations with your people. Like my grandma. I grew up without a mom and a dad. It was just my grandparents that raised me. There were times that it was really tough. And then we're like, you know what? One of these days, I'm gonna study my nature conservation and uplift my household. When I was in grade 7, I was in a camp and they asked us, what do you want to be? And I remember just writing down a scientist. I got introduced to nature conservation and I was like, you can be a scientist but for nature. And to me that was like mind blowing, you know. That was like my main motivation, to kind of like break the cycle of collective identity. It's like the saying, if you put a fly in a jar and you close the jar and the fly goes up and then it sees that it can't escape and then you open the jar, the fly won't try and escape again even though the jar is open. So for me it was more like, okay, today we don't really have food in our house, but I'm still gonna try and escape. And I kept on flying. And eventually I saw that the jar is actually open. So right now I'm doing a Bachelor of Social Science. I'm doing a triple major. And then I used to volunteer at Wolfgat Nature Reserve. I used to be part of GCI, Green Campus Initiative. Currently, I apply to be part of the Youth Policy Committee in South Africa. That's what I'm doing right now and kind of trying to educate my friends on conservation. Everything I'm doing right now is interlinked. I'm doing social development so that I can gain the perspective on how to empower the youth correctly. I'm doing anthropology so I can understand the different behaviors in different cultures. And I'm doing environmental sciences as like my basis. So I'm just using all these courses as weapons to my arsenal, and I have a mission, and that's to assassinate climate change. And I also would love to either start my own NGO, go into the communities and promote that there's a bigger life than the jar that seals you. When you do something small for the environment, you're not only doing it for yourself, you're doing it for every small organism and animal that's in there. So now you're building like this community and this love towards something other than yourself. That's love. If there's one being that I have to thank, it has to be God. Through my difficult times, the energy that He emerged and gave to me, it's just undescribable.